Bob Slicker. He's the owner of Slicker's Eatery in Cortez, Florida. Bob, I mean, tell us how you're coping here and how you're preparing. I'm a little worried about, everybody along the Gulf Coast who are just cleaning up from the last hurricane. And here you have another one coming your way.
Yeah, we haven't really even had the chance to get where we wanted to be. My restaurant's one of the lowest places in Cortez, Florida. And we got about 3.5 foot of water on the last one. And fortunately, or unfortunately, or fortunately, I've been with hurricane relief. So right away, my walk-in worked. So we started serving hot dogs to first responders and such. And people came and gutted my restaurant the first day. We were 80% back rebuilt. Fortunately for us, we didn't order any equipment yet, but this doesn't look good for us.
Yeah, and Bob, I can see that sign behind you, for goodness sake. I mean, that's the understatement of the year, I guess. You've been a resident there for more than 35 years, I hear. Have you ever seen anything like this, where you've got kind of a double whammy coming this way?
No, we've never seen one whammy this big coming this way. The last one was pretty much our biggest. This village is the oldest active fishing village in the state of Florida, and there's fourth, fifth generation people that don't remember anything like this. The village is pretty much evacuated. We went door to door. We spent all week trying to get the houses livable and make sure people were in safe places to be cleaned. Now we pretty much evacuated the whole city. We're right next to Anna Maria Island, and there's just truck after truck from the county trying to remove as much debris as possible from this village and the island.
Yeah, and Bob, tell us a little bit about how things are going for people evacuating to get out of town. Is there a lot of traffic? Are folks able to find hotels? Are they really just going so far out of the way, maybe heading to northern Florida, Georgia, just to get as far as possible from it? What can you tell us about that? What are you hearing?
Yeah, I know that we've had some problems with the gas stations. They're doing their best. I saw a truckload now, but now our issue, because we're so close to the coast, that all businesses A, B, and C zones have been evacuated. So some of those gas stations are closed. I know in the past, the one big one we had back in the 80s here, that was a big issue of people remembering to be kind, take their patience. Unfortunately, in our village, a lot of these cars were damaged by salt water and whatnot. So there's that fear of them breaking down along the road. We here, where I am at, I have people evacuating to my house. I'm not in a flood zone. I'm right by the hospital. We'll probably have 8 animals in our house, and about 8 or 9 people to get through the storm.
And Bob,
it's just all about getting out after and helping people. So you can't help people if you're not safe. We want everybody to evacuate and be safe. This is the scariest thing I've ever dealt with.
It is extremely scary to look at churning in the Gulf. And I guess the question, you kind of answered the question that I have, but I think a lot of folks in other parts of the country might say, oh, folks in Florida, a lot of them, they're hardy folks, they ride out these storms. But it sounds like what you're saying, Bob, is that in your community, that's not what Floridians do. They get out when they hear these kinds of warnings. That's the right thing to do.
Well, I will say, if not last time, after Helene, I don't think anybody's staying today. I think they know how foolish it would be. Most of these structures haven't even been checked to be seen if they're sound. I basically came to the restaurant just to say goodbye to it. I'm hoping for the best, but planning for the worst, and I want to be able to get out and help people when it's all over as soon as possible.
Saying goodbye as
yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so fortunate this village. I wish you all the world could see what the fishing village did in the last 10 days just to get people to the hospital, get their houses clean, to get them safe, and the way they have all evacuated. I actually have somebody in Minnesota selling bar stools at $500 a piece for our rebuild. We put that on hold, and we'll obviously, if we can't rebuild, we'll use that to help our employees, and so many people will be unemployed. We'll turn that around to help the community.
Well, Bob, best of luck to you. We'll just keep on hoping for the best, that this is not as bad as it looks right now. But thank you so much for your time, Bob.
Thank you.
For goodness sake, thanks so much. All right, coming up in just minutes.